So we are back again today with another pawn shop find challenge, and this one is going to be good. We've actually upped the limit to $350, and all of the guys participating today is capped at $350. So there's going to be me, my cameraman Brett, and then Carolina Gun Guy are all going to be hunting some pawn shops down in Charlotte, the Matthews Monroe area, and we've got a $350 cap. So you guys are going to be the judge at the end. Who found the best item for $350 or under? Let's get on the road. But before we do, I want to give a huge shout out to Power Tac for sponsoring this video. I've got a code with these guys, a really awesome light company, 704 Tactical for 15% off, but a little bit more about them in a second. But let's head to the shops and do some hunting. So we just pulled up to Beltway Gun and Pawn, located in Matthews, North Carolina. I absolutely love this shop, and I get a lot of guns here. So we're gonna be digging through today, looking at some cool stuff, and then doing that $350 challenge. If you tell them I sent you over here, you actually get 10% off anything in their shop. So definitely check them out. Let's go hunt some guns. Hey! We are, and we are looking for the $350 challenge today.
All right, $350 challenge. Let's see what we can find.
So we met up with Carolina Gun Guy, and we're going through, and we're gonna go through all of these different guns and see what we can find for that $350 challenge. Then once we grab everything, we're gonna head back to the range and do some shooting with them, see what we can't come up with. What were you looking at?
There's an old police Colt over here, 38 special. It's $319, so that fits into my budget. We'll see how things go.
Yeah.
There is so much stuff here. A gold desert, a gold desert eagle. I'll have to look at that.
That'll be the next challenge.
Yeah, that's a little out of the price range right there. There is so much stuff. They also have these guys right here available, and a ton of stuff back there. There's a bunch of Shockwaves too. I'm really interested in the Shockwaves. I've got one in 20 gauge. We may take a look at some of those as well. Are those SVDs? Are those Dragonons? What are those things right there?
PSLs?
Oh, PSLs. Okay.
Not a PSL.
A PSL? This one is slick. Out of my price range though. That's a Romanian. And that one's got, can I take this off?
Yeah.
That is absolutely awesome.
Period correct optic.
You don't find those those every day. Look at that thing. It is so heavy. I actually got a review of a Desert Eagle on the channel, but not one this big. Yeah, I want to see one of the, is that the 410 Shockwave?
Yeah. It's a 590 and 410.
That is a rare bird. That is absolutely awesome. Do you know how many this holds?
I think it's 4 plus.
Yeah, four rounds.
Yeah.
410. It is so lightweight. And what do you have on that? Okay. This may be a contender. We are pretty close. I'm gonna have to negotiate a little prices off camera, but this might be a take-home gun for me today. This is absolutely awesome. A little 410. So if I can get it for the right price, you guys are in trouble because this is pretty sweet.
Thank you.
So what you eyeballing, Brett?
It's a Colt police positive chambered in 38 Colt.
Oh yeah, that's well within. You might even be able to talk them down a little bit.
Yeah.
If you tell them I sent you, you get 10% off.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll see if that works.
These guys have a ton of Smith revolvers, just cases and cases of stuff. All right, so you're looking at ultra budget. What'd you find?
Little 25 ACP here. So it's got some German proof marks on it. Let's see how it looks.
If you look close, you can You can see here the marks.
I'm always interested in those mouse guns. I've got a whole collection of stuff.
They're kind of neat. I mean, this looks nice here with the wood grips and everything.
Pretty slick. Now there is a battle between Brett and Carolina Gun Guy who's going to buy the 25. So I don't know. So we are now just collecting pocket guns on the table. That's what we're doing.
I learned from the best.
That's what we're doing. These guys also have a ton of surplus firearms, and I'm going to take a look at these Lugers right here. Way out of the budget for today's video, but they are some pretty awesome little guns. That's actually a broom handle? Mm-hmm. A C96 broom handle. Look how cool that is. That's absolutely awesome right there. And here's some Lugers. I do have a couple of these in the collection. If you haven't seen it, subscribe to the channel. And I've got some videos on this, firing these guys in slow motion. Such a cool collection of unique and interesting firearms here. So we picked out some guns and we're doing some paperwork. We'll take a look at what we got, but I'm grabbing that 410, and then we're also gonna grab some, or they're gonna grab, each one is gonna grab a pocket pistol. So it's shaping up pretty good, but we still have one more stop during the day.
Yes.
Are you buying the big wrench?
Probably not. I just wanted to hold it.
It's pretty sweet. Brett is buying the big wrench. You never know what you'll find. All right, we'll see you guys.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
So we are on to American Pawn and Gun down in Monroe to see what we have, but Brett's got his wrench, he's got some pistols.
I've obviously already won the challenge.
Yes, and Brett actually has about $200 left in his challenge. Carolina Gun Guy has some money, and honestly, I may buy a second thing. We'll just have to see. But let's head down there. So we're getting close to American Pawn and Gun. We are at a stoplight, but before we head in there, I want to tell you a little bit more about our sponsor, PowerTac.
They make lights.
So I want to quickly show you guys a little bit more about PowerTac, and one of my favorite lights that they offer is actually the Explorer HL10 headlamp. It comes with a GoPro mount, so you can attach a clip for a wide variety of scenarios, or even mount this to a ballistic helmet. The other cool thing about this is it has two emitters. One is a blinding beam, and then the other one is actually an IR emitter. Then it goes to a diffuse white light. If you're working on paperwork, you can clip it to a plate carrier or something like that. Then you can actually switch it to a red lamp to actually save your night vision. So this is a pretty awesome option, and it has a magnetic charger on the side. Remember to use that code 704TACTICAL for 15% off any of your orders from PowerTac's website. Let's see what these guys have. Let's go get ourselves some deals. Greg! These guys have a ton of stuff as well, and I'm really interested in this MP5 looking 22. I'll have to take a look at that in a second. They got a little barkeep set and all their 22s down here in this shelf. Yeah, that one's pretty cool right there.
Yeah, a little Ruger.
Brett, were you eyeballing that too?
That's pretty nice.
So why is it that every single time we get to a shop, both of you fight over?
Men of good taste.
That's true.
No, the one beside it, that big silver one. What is that one?
That's the Anaconda.
Anaconda.
Yeah.
Can I see that one?
44.
Oh, 44.
That's brand new.
This is out of the price range, but absolutely awesome. So this is the Rick Grimes gun, but just bigger. This is pretty cool. A Bulgarian, right? Bulgarian Arsenal.
Yep.
7.62 by 39. Milled receiver. That is pretty slick. And you got a good price on it. That is sweet. So this is an HK one. This is my first time actually holding one of these, and it feels a lot more solid than I thought it would feel. That's like an all metal upper receiver and then like a polymer lower receiver. And then that's a pretty cool stock right there. And you have, Greg has a text message system that you can actually set up, and a text message went out like, what was it, last week? Last week for some dramatic savings. So you'll definitely want to sign that up. Unfortunately, I can't link to anything in the description below, but you can find Greg, American Pawn and Gun, located in Monroe, North Carolina. He's a great guy, and you can save yourself some money if you sign up for that text system. So they've also got a ton of optics, knives, and watches if you're interested in that stuff. That is pretty neat. I'm gonna have to dig through some of these before we head out. Oh, there's a Seiko right there. That's pretty cool. 2 Seiko. No, that's a Citizen. So we came in for guns, but honestly, I may leave with a watch. They're 33% off today and tomorrow. Unfortunately, the sale will be gone by the time I post this video, but I bet you could give him a call and he'll still work you out a deal. I'm gonna take a look at this watch. Subscribe to my 704 Gear channel if you're interested in watches, knives, EDC related items. Okay, so we've completely derailed. No longer are we looking at guns anymore, even though he's got a ton of cool ones.
Wrenches and swords.
Wrenches, swords, and watches. So we are off the rails, but bear with us. Yes, yeah. That's the one we need a sweet deal on. A super sweet deal. But the better deal you give him, then the more likely I am to lose the challenge. Oh. So Brett is buying the revolver. He's gone a little over his price budget again, but we'll kind of do like maybe the 350 challenge at the first shop and the 350 challenge. You can still judge him when we head down to the range, and we'll kind of see where it ends up. We're done shopping. We're on our way back to the range, but we had to swing through Chick-fil-A, and then we will be blasting some stuff with the new guns. That works. Oh my goodness. So we are back at the range with all of the things we acquired, minus that Citizen watch I picked up from American Pawn and Gun. So Brett went over the limit, but we'll kind of give it to him since he grabbed one from each shop. He picked up the Ruger LCP, as well as the Taurus 605 and 357 Magnum, and the wrench, which you've already seen the damage. I picked up the Mossberg 590 Shockwave and 410, and Carolina Gun Guy picked up this little 25. So that's absolutely a cool little pocket pistol. But what we're going to do is blast some stuff with it and see how they perform. So put your votes in the comments section below. First, second, and third. Me, Brian, Brett, or Carolina Gun Guy. List them out. Who won the Pawn Shop Challenge today? I'm really excited to see. We're going to keep doing stuff like this, but let's blast these things. All right, very first shots with the 410 Shockwave. This thing is pretty slick. I've never shot something like this before, so it should be a very handy package. Subscribe to the channel for a full overview video of this. I'll be doing a review. So we've got a round in the chamber. Let's give it a try. The push-pull method. That was absolutely awesome. That worked out great. There's actually not too much recoil at all, even though it's a pretty lightweight design. I love that 410 round, even though 410 is hard to find. I do have some FireQuest like zombie killer ammo I'll try in a second, but this thing is really a blast to shoot. So we've got some zombie killer rounds sent over to the channel by FireQuest. These are actually buckshot and birdshot. So we're gonna slap some jugs of water with these and see how it does. Next up is Brett's 605 chambered and 357 Magnum. All we had was 38 on hand, so we're gonna try it with that and see how it goes and blast a few targets with it. Thank Brett.
I like that.
How accurate was it?
What's that?
Was it accurate?
It seems to be.
Now for the LCP Gen 1, you paid what for that? 150?
It was 150 out the door.
150 out the door. So yeah, I forgot to go over prices. So I got my Shockwave for 350 out the door. Got that one for 150 out the door. And then I think you got yours for
105.
105. So here we go. Let's blast. So that's pretty cool. Let me see the Hornady Critical Defense ammo. I've never seen that in 25. That's really neat. Let's see how this thing does.
I just popped off.
So this one, this just fell apart. That's That's a shame. The good thing about Beltway is that they've got a warranty, so he'll be able to take that back and get it squared away and get his money back. But oh man, what a disappointment. If you see one of these, don't grab it. Man, that stinks. So all in all, it was a great day, except for poor Carolina Gun Guy's 25. So Brett and him were arguing over it, and it just is what it is. So he's gonna bring that back and get his money back, and Beltway's pretty good about that. If you guys buy a gun from them, they're gonna guarantee it for that first 30 days. I forget, you wanna check their warranty. So it looks like it's kind of in between the running between me and Brett. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Who you think won? I think really the winner is this massive wrench Brett bought from Beltway for 20 bucks. Again, a huge shout out to Power Attack for sponsoring this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what else you want to see with these pawn shop find videos and what areas you want us to go to next. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.
Oh, it's fun.
It is fun.